Welcome guys to this lecture where we will discuss about the architecture of Prometheus and we'll see what are its various components and how when they fuse together make the effective monitoring and alerting of systems than any other tool out there. Okay, so this is a depictive diagram of Prometheus architecture having components like Prometheus server, alert manager, its web UI and all. Now we will discuss all of these steps one by one. So starting with the first component of Prometheus architecture is the Prometheus server itself. Prometheus server usually refers to the core binary of Prometheus system. The basic working of Prometheus server is divided into three parts: retrieval, storage and HTTP server, where retrieval block retrieves, or you can say scrapes, the data from its target nodes, which can be any system or application, and then stores that scrape data into the storage. Prometheus stores data locally in a custom time series database, and its storage can be a hard disk drive or an SSD solid state drive. And after that, the stored data is made available to the visualization tools like Grafana or Prometheus Web UI through HTTP. One can query the data using PromQL, Prometheus querying language over HTTP. Now talking about how Prometheus retrieves metrics from target nodes. Prometheus most of the time uses the pull method while monitoring systems. This is an important thing to note, that Prometheus by itself pulls the metrics from target system. The target system does not push metrics in Prometheus. So if you have deployed Prometheus to monitor your systems or any applications, then unlike other monitoring tools, your application need not to send metrics to Prometheus. Rather, Prometheus itself pulls or scrapes the metrics from the targets. This pulling feature of Prometheus over HTTP offers your applications a more flexibility of developing changes. Now talking a little about these targets, guys, targets can be in form of jobs or exporters. Jobs as in your own custom defined jobs, or you may use some exporters to obtain metrics like a Linux machine or a Windows machine, etc. Not only the external applications, but to make Prometheus highly available, it also allows us the capabilities to pull metrics from other Prometheus servers as well. So for example, if there are two Prometheus instances running, then one Prometheus instance can scrape the metrics of other instance. Okay, so this was how Prometheus pulled the metrics from targets. Now coming to this push gateway. No doubt that overall Prometheus architecture believes that pulling is slightly better than pushing. But there are some special components which cannot be directly scraped. For example, some short-lived service-level batch jobs can't be scraped through pulling metrics. So to monitor these kind of jobs, Prometheus uses a push gateway. The Prometheus push gateway allows short-lived batch jobs to push time series to an intermediary job. But again, to have it ingested in the core, it will use the pull approach only to fetch those pushed metrics from push gateway. So basically the flow will be, the jobs will push metrics into an intermediate entity from where Prometheus will pull those metrics into its core. I hope this push and pull is clear. Then we have a service discovery. Guys, once you have your applications or your exporters ready and running to get scraped, the question is, how will Prometheus know where they are residing? I mean, how it will know which all entities it has to monitor? How will it locate its targets? This is what a service discovery is for. To make Prometheus aware of your targets, you have two options. Either way, you can hard code your targets in Prometheus, which is not the best approach, as you may have a long list of dynamic targets that may get increased over the time. Dynamic targets, for example, in a running cluster, you may add any number of nodes in the cluster. If the targets are hard coded in Prometheus, then the new nodes are never going to get scraped because Prometheus won't have knowledge about these nodes, right? So the other way for these kind of dynamic environments, you can use service discovery, which is also the recommended approach. Actually, in real-time environments, you probably would know that we have some inventory database of our applications and machines. These inventories may be based on DNS, Kubernetes, Consul, EC2. Now, Prometheus has integration with these common service discovery mechanisms. So whenever a change is made in the inventory, like if a node is added, since Prometheus has integration with the inventory, it would add that node automatically as a target and starts scraping it. Great. So these were the Prometheus architectural components that helps in pulling and pushing the metrics from target nodes. Now let's move on and see what happens after the metrics are scraped and stored into the database. As already explained, after the metrics are stored into some local storage, these metrics are made available to the user. Using the Prometheus Web UI, you can request raw data with its query language from QL. Or out of the box, Prometheus also comes with a feature that can produce graphs and dashboards out of metrics. Also, you can integrate Grafana to create your own nice dashboards. Prometheus even gives you the freedom to integrate third-party API clients to do custom things with the stored metrics. Now coming towards the last component, it is Alert Manager. As we discussed in the previous lecture, that alerts are pushed by the Prometheus servers into the Alert Manager. The Alert Manager, after receiving the alerts from Prometheus servers, aggregate those alerts into groups, apply silences, throttles on them, and then at last it sends out notifications to email, PagerDuty, Slack, or other services to call in a human to take a look on those alerts. Excellent. So this was all about architecture of Prometheus. With the upcoming lectures, when we start practicals, you will be seeing how these components work together effectively to monitor the systems. So see you in next lecture, where I'm going to show you a full life cycle of activities that happen in a running Prometheus instance, starting from scraping the targets to loading graphs. Thank you.